I told our kids after the game that the game wasn't lost in the second half. The game was lost in the first half. And, I thought our effort was good in the second half, and we kept fighting. We were down 19 at one point. But, for the most part with our team this year, I've been very pleased with the effort they've given. Sometimes things haven't gone right, but wasn't pleased in the first half with the effort that we gave. And despite that, we crawl back, and at the 3-something deal, we have a couple layup opportunities, and we miss one. We walk on one, and then with 2:13 to go, we miss a layup, and we miss a point-blank putback, and we miss 4 straight free throws. If you're going to win basketball games, you've got to make plays. The difference in the game is 3 made plays, and besides this one right here, we didn't make a lot of plays. I thought she was very gutsy tonight, was the same way at Baylor, is coming off of COVID protocol and has had very, very little practice, and just has operated the last 2 ball game on sheer guts. And if I'm going down a dark alley, I want to be with this kid, because she's going to fight, and she's going to punch it out. So she did a lot of things. We maybe even forced her into taking some shots that weren't comfortable for her, but she played with no fear and was very gutsy, and that's the highlight out of this performance.
Coach, you mentioned that 23-3 run. What exactly went into that from your perspective?
We were passive. We were on our heels. They were getting up and getting after us, and sometimes when people defend you that hard, you got to forget running plays, and you just got to put your head down and go to the hole. She did that. Sometimes common sense overrules plays. We were trying to run offense when we needed to be going downhill, and we got to the free throw line, and again we missed quite a few free throws and missed them in key times. But that's how you got to play West Virginia. Is they pressure you, they're up underneath you, you got to drive them to the basket.
The team had shot free throws pretty well compared to the rest of the season for the first 3 quarters of the game. How painful was it that kind of maybe caught up to you in the last few minutes?
Well, we talk about it being a pride thing. You've got to get over here in the evening. It's the really good players, it's what you do when nobody's watching, when practice isn't around, when a coach isn't around. Are you getting in the gym? Are you making 3-pointers? Or are you making 2-footers? Are you hitting free throws on it right there? And it's just about what you do when nobody's watching you. And we've missed too many free throws all year long. It's plagued us all year long, and it came back and got us again. But right along with that is easy buckets at the layup. Our margin of error is not very high this year, and you've got to make little shots, and you got to make free throws, especially with Lowe being out.
What has that been like for Lauren, just kind of with her being the leading scorer? What's it been like kind of trying to get team production without her in the lineup?
Well, I don't again, it's a COVID situation, and everybody is going through it, but it hurts us. I mean, it's a kid that plays with no fear, is explosive offensively, is one of our best defensive players, and I don't care what level it is or what sport it is. You take your best player off the field, it's going to make a difference. You take your quarterback off the field, you take one of your best players. I don't care if it's NFL, NBA, NCAA, men or women, it's a factor. Now, where you hope you're good enough and you prepare well enough to overcome that until she gets back.
Lexy, we saw a little bit of a different style of play from you today, getting to the free throw line in that second quarter and kind of attacking. What kind of went into that?
Honestly, I've been trying to figure out new ways to score, and primarily I've just been a 3-point shooter, and when they're up that big, or up that tight, they're not gonna get very many shots off. And when I saw openings and stuff, I just put my head down and attacked.
At the end of the third quarter, you hit that three that kind of made it a little bit more reachable from 13 down to 10. How big of a three is that for confidence, not only for you, but for your team going into that fourth quarter?
I think it's more of a momentum thing when you end a quarter like that on a bank shot or whatever it was. I think that just momentum's a big thing in basketball, and I don't know if it's just confidence on my side or not because it wasn't a pretty shot, but I think that kind of lightened the mood a little bit.
You guys had an unusual amount of turnovers today with 21. What went wrong securing the ball today?
Well, first of all, that's West Virginia's style. If you watch their men play, you watch their women play, they play alike. They're going to pressure you, get up underneath you, and make you go make plays, and they also are going to attack the glass. So it's their style of play. And then, you know, if you look at it, our post players had like 12 turnovers. It's understandable when guards turn it over a little bit under pressure, but when your bigs turn it over, it gets you in trouble.
You guys just shot 30% from the field. How tough is it to mount a huge comeback like you did and lose by 4 points, knowing that you only shot 30% from the field?
It's a game of making shots and making little two-footers and free throws, and nobody plans on it, but you're not gonna win a lot of games shooting 30%. You kind of wonder, okay, we shot 30% from the floor, we shot 27% from the line, and we shot 60-something from the free throw line, and you got a chance to cut it to 1 with 2 minutes to go. I mean, it makes you wonder how you're that close when you don't shoot it as well as you need to shoot it.
Last year, I know when you all faced West Virginia in the Big 12 tournament, Kristen Dean's kind of sealed the win for West Virginia. What do you think it is that makes her so talented out there?
Well, she's talented, she's hard-nosed, she seeks her shot, but she's experienced. She's a kid that's been around for a long time. Is she a senior or is she a grad senior? I don't know. She's played a lot of ball games anyway. She's played a lot of ball games, and her motor runs high, and she wants to score, you know. And that's what I'm proud about this one today. I mean, again, and she'll tell you, we probably forced her into more shots than she felt comfortable shooting on that, but she had the inner guts going to step up and take shots, and that pleases me.
For more information, you can visit TulsaWorld.com.